Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's review of America's Next Top Model.
Wow, there's only 2 episodes left, man.
Including this one.
We gotta start by giving a shout out to Matthew, aka
Snap 211.
11.
Yes.
Okay, so last week everybody knows the much anticipated leaving of Heather.
That didn't make sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, Heather went home last week.
Right. So they went to Beijing.
Yeah, the final 4 go to Beijing.
They packed up their bags and they went to Beijing and they met Kavanaugh, the tour guide.
Tour guide.
The tour guide. All of a sudden I'm from the Midwest.
So, yeah, they went on a tour.
Yay, communism! Chairman Mao watches everywhere.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like...
Yeah, it was really
The guy's hand.
bizarre. Very bizarre.
Yeah.
Jenna, are you going home?
I'm so homesick. I don't know if I can
I had
do
the
this.
feeling at the beginning of this that Jenna would be going home.
But we'll
have to
see
wait.
what happens.
Bianca is disgusted by Chantal.
She's like, she's always so perky and everything.
I hate perky. It don't work for me.
So they meet up with Twiggy and Miss J.
And they carried them in on these, like, floats.
But it was like bumpy.
Yeah,
It was like,
I think they were doing that on purpose.
yeah, I know. But
So
it
they
reminded
told,
me of History of the World.
Yeah, they told them the story of the 4 beauties of China. And that was these 4 ladies over...
Centuries.
Yes, over the centuries that made the moon, fish, flowers, and swans feel ashamed.
Oh.
I'm so ashamed. Okay.
So, yeah.
They got a new house to stay in.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty hot.
Yes.
In a communistic sort of way.
Okay.
And they had little red boxes with dresses in them.
Mm-hmm. And they were the 4 dresses from the
Duh.
4 beautiful women.
Could see that one coming a mile away.
So they're like, yo, wear these tomorrow. We've
Okay.
heard of the Great Wall, but what about the Great Mall? That's
Yeah,
what
what's
the
up
clue
with
said,
that?
Something like that.
Yeah, so they went to this mall with like 1,000 stores, and they gave them $200 to buy 200 American bucks. It was like 1,500 Chinese bucks, or whatever it's called. And they had to buy accessories to make it fashion
To make their
forward.
outfits modern, but still have the character
Right.
in mind.
Right. So Bianca, you little bitch, you told Jenna to go where there was things that would not help her on
She's
purpose.
like, yeah, go across the street. There's so much stuff over there.
I'm strategizing,
I was like, strategize.
Who can I screw? All right, Jenna, you're next. Yeah, you already tried to screw Saleisha. Now Jenna's next. Who's going to be next week? Chantal?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going home then. Because Tyra don't like that.
So, yeah. The 17 editor and whatever was there.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah, I
So
can't stand
whatever.
her face.
And Jenna was the winner of the challenge.
Bianca said, I don't care. I ain't going to wear no couture dress.
Yeah, because the prize was she got to pick one person and they both got couture dresses.
And Jenna got a runway lesson.
And Jenna got
Miss J.
a one-on-one lesson with Miss J.
And he did some workings with her.
Mm-hmm.
So then they got the next
Did we say
Tyra
who
mail.
she picked?
Oh, she picked Chantal.
Yes.
That was cool. They both got hot dresses.
Mm-hmm.
So there's Tyra mail. Where is it? So, are we going to space?
Yeah, the clue was like, I forgot. But it was like, you know, you could see the Great
All
Wall
I could think
from
of was like,
space, so.
are we going to space? That would be cool. But no, you're going to the Great Wall. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so they're supposed to be warriors.
Mm-hmm.
And they're supposed to be trying to make it over the Great Wall.
And there's a bunch of other people in the photo with
Right.
them.
So, I don't understand how you can be a warrior. Does that mean you need a cheap-ass, broke-ass weave? That's
Those-
bizarre.
That makeup was, like, scary.
You know what? Anybody would have looked good with that makeup if you just would have looked at the camera, Bianca.
So, Tyra is the photographer for this photo shoot.
Of course she is. Because it's getting to the important part. She's got to really...
She's got to see how
Yeah.
they're working on set.
Yeah, but she's also got to spin it. Okay, so... individual shots. The only one that stood out to Miss Tyra was Saleisha. Because she jumped.
She jumped. She was the only one that jumped.
You know what? She jumped straight the frig up. And she didn't jump towards the wall. So you know where she's going? In space.
Back down.
Yeah, she went up in space and came back down.
But
Doesn't look like she
Chantal's
was going
was
over
good.
the wall. Yeah, Chantal was the only
So,
one who looked like she was going over the wall.
After the individual shots, they were like, all right, stay in your outfits because we're doing a group shot.
Group photo. Come on. Positions, girls.
So,
Yeah. So Bianca, of course, was pissed because she's always gonna be
Saleisha was
pissed.
like, no, she's like, Saleisha keeps putting her bun in my face.
Keep your bun out of my face, Saleisha.
So they had to see who stood out the most in the group shot because that's important.
And we'll let you know about that later, too. So, judges panel.
All the usual scrubs, and then the editor of 17 Magazine.
Yeah. And let's go through the photos now. Jenah, she had a great photo, but Tyra didn't like it because she's got to pick on somebody. Okay. Bianca.
And then they had this whole thing about like, oh, I'm homesick, and
I'm
Tyra was like,
homesick.
yeah, well, like I was in Paris for a couple years. And
If I
she's always
hear-
got to tell the Paris story.
If I hear the Paris story one more time.
I was 17 doing runways in Paris.
Who cares, Tyra? You're 34 now.
This week.
That was half your life ago.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
It was.
So, Bianca, you were all white eyeballs, honey. Not a cool look. Chantal.
That was a strong photo.
It was.
She was
Down
like
to
standing
your
on her
tippy
one
toes.
tippy toe.
That was hot. I have to admit that. Saleisha, you were a jumping Malamar. And you weren't jumping towards the wall.
But apparently it's good to the judges, so.
Tyra liked it, but you know what? She didn't follow the whole thing of trying to get over the wall. So I have to disqualify her. So you know what, kids? The cover girl of the week is...
Heather.
And she ain't even there. Cool. So the group photo...
Every judge like picked who they thought stood out, and they basically all picked someone different.
Like I didn't see that one coming.
Cheap.
Yeah, it's very cheap. So, you know who's not going home? Chantal's not going home.
So after the discussion, she stood out the most.
Right.
So she got
Saleisha's
to
not
pick the group
going?
photo.
Yeah.
Well,
she got to get
keep
the yeah.
group photo.
Great. Saleisha's not going home because Tyra really likes Malamars. So the bottom two, if you've been keeping score, is Jenah and Bianca. Or as Twiggy would say, Bianca. Bianca.
Bianca.
Yeah. Wow. Tyra totally fooled us. She slapped me upside of the head and she said, Jenah, you're not going home.
Bianca.
Just
You're
because
out.
Janet said you would. So you're not. So next time on ANTM, it's
It's the
the
season
final.
finale.
It's the
Final
finale.
3. It's gonna be the craziest runway show in America's Next Top Model history.
Yeah, there's people on stilts. I thought, when I
Okay.
first saw that, I
thought that was them.
I know, I
but
did
it's people
too.
walking around them.
That's not that extraordinary.
I don't know. You gotta stand out.
You know what? I could parade zebras around and it's still not going to change the models. Or we could have it in space.
Or on the Great Wall.
No, it's already been done. Tyra's an innovator. Don't forget that. So, till next
until the
time.
season finale.
That's right.
Much love.
Much love is right.